Sarah's story. Sarah is 36, a marketing director in Chicago and a powerhouse by every external measure. A working professional, a mother, always on. But behind the polished calendar and confident presence, something feels off. She sleeps 6 to 7 hours, but the sleep is broken. She wakes up exhausted. Coffee fuels her mornings. Pushing through has become her routine. She thought she was just tired. However, like many others, she didn't realize she was becoming part of global statistics. Nearly 1 in 3 adults struggle with sleep disturbances, with 54% citing stress and anxiety as the main cause of difficulty falling asleep. Sarah was one of them. What was really happening? When Sarah finally opened up about her symptoms, broken sleep, hair thinning, abdominal weight gain, and constant fatigue, it wasn't in a clinic, but over coffee with a doctor friend. Instead of recommending the usual blood test, the doctor mentioned something used in research: hair cortisol measurement. It's not yet a routine diagnostic test, she explained, but it helps us understand long-term stress exposure, not just a single moment. Hair cortisol acts like a biological record of stress. Hair grows roughly 1 centimeter per month, trapping circulating cortisol as it grows. A 3 centimeters hair sample reflects about 90 days of cumulative stress. What chronic cortisol does? Cortisol itself isn't harmful. In short bursts, it sharpens focus and mobilizes energy. But when stress becomes chronic and cortisol stays elevated, it can disrupt sleep cycles, contribute to hair shedding, persistent fatigue, and increased abdominal fat. Suddenly, Sarah's symptoms made sense. Her body was stuck in a prolonged stress response. Addressing the root cause. There's no shortage of advice for people like Sarah. Sleep apps, meditation subscriptions, sleep gummies, weighted blankets. Most of these symptoms help you relax in the moment or fall asleep or feel calmer. But if your cortisol levels remain chronically elevated at the physiological level, you're managing the smoke without addressing the fire. She needed to regulate cortisol, the root cause. A scientific breakthrough. That's when she discovered Holixer, a clinically validated Holy Basil extract designed to support cortisol regulation, stress, and sleep. Standardized using bioactive optimization technology, it delivers greater than 5% osmium bioactive complex for consistent efficacy. Holixer works through a dual mechanism, resetting the stress response, balancing cortisol, restoring natural sleep physiology, modulating sleep pathways. Clinical studies show significant reductions in perceived stress. One finding stood out. Holixer is the first botanical ingredient shown to reduce hair cortisol with up to 66% reduction, reflecting meaningful improvement in long-term stress levels. Additional benefits include rapid support for acute stress, up to 50% improvement in sleep quality, up to 95% reduction in sleep disturbances, better next-day cognitive alertness, support for reduced anxiety symptoms, effective at 250 milligrams per day. For Sarah, it wasn't just about feeling better. It was measurable change, a new beginning. Weeks later, Sarah woke up restored, not just rested. Explore Holixer for your next breakthrough formulation in stress, sleep, and cortisol balance. Versatile across gummies, capsules, tablets, shots.